Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Big Mike with BZ Cooks. Today we're going to continue our quarantine cuisine series, and today we're making roasted Brussels sprouts with balsamic glaze and a little bit of drizzle of honey. It's going to sweeten it up for you. We're also going to be adding bacon to it as well. So stay tuned. We're going to get started. I'm going to show you the ingredients and how simple it is to make. Stay tuned. All right, let's get the show on the road here. So today we're making balsamic Brussels sprouts. So we're going to need Brussels sprouts. All right. Now I got these from the local grocery store, luckily, through all this chaotic times. And I was able to find some actually in the produce section. So these are not the Brussels sprouts that you would normally find in the bag, which are a lot smaller. See these? These are huge. So normally what I would do is I would cut the end off here and cut these in half, but we're going to cut them into quarters because they are so large. Okay, these are enormous. Okay, we have some bacon here. Okay, this is probably about 5 or 6 strips of bacon, and I just kind of chop them up. We're going to put this on to the pan when we roast them. I have some honey. This is what we're going to drizzle on at the end, along with this balsamic glaze. Now, you can use this if you like. You can find this at Trader Joe's if you have a Trader Joe's in your neighborhood. If not, you can use some balsamic vinegar and just reduce it down, okay, until it thickens up, and then you can use that in place of this, okay? And we've got some salt and some fresh ground pepper. All right, so we're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you how to cut up these Brussels sprouts and get them ready for the oven. In the meantime, you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to put them in the oven for about 40 minutes, okay? So let's get right to it. All right, guys, so the first thing you're going to need is a shallow baking pan. What you want to do is you want to line that with foil. Now, we talked about this before, and the reason why we do that is so that the cleanup is easy. Okay, it's very hard to clean those baking pans when you get stuff all over it. Okay, so as you can see, I am chopping these up into quarters. These are very large Brussels sprouts, so you definitely want to make sure that you make them into smaller pieces. And you see those loose leaves that we're putting on there? Those are going to be like Brussels sprout chips. They're going to get nice and crunchy, give it some good texture. And another thing to keep in mind is that if you put a lot of Brussels sprouts on the pan, meaning that there's not a lot of room in between the pieces, you may have to cook it longer because those pieces are going to be kind of crowded. So normally you would cook this for 40 minutes. You may want to do it for a little bit longer. Okay, now I'm going to add the bacon. So just get your bacon on there. Spread it out. If you didn't cut it up too good, just pull the pieces apart and you're going to put them on there. All right, so we're going to finish putting our bacon on here. Now, once we're done with this, we're going to take some extra virgin olive oil. We are going to drizzle that over our Brussels sprouts. Make sure that you get enough on there so that you can coat all of your pieces, and then stir it around a bit, get it mixed in. As you can see, I'm just kind of getting everything coated here. Now, after you do this, you want to wash your hands because you're going to take your salt and pepper and you're going to season it. All right. So I just made sure pretty much that everything was covered. I don't want to make it too salty, but it is enough that I was covering everything because, you know, you've got the bacon in there too. So that's going to add some salt to it as well. And I did put a generous amount of pepper on here. I do like pepper. So you can do it to your liking, but this is probably about maybe 2 tablespoons. Yeah, that's a lot of pepper. I like pepper. All right. So here's the finished product. This is after probably about another, I think I added another maybe 10 or 15 minutes to it. All right. And this is the part where we're going to add our glaze. So as you can see, I am putting the balsamic glaze over it. That's about maybe a third of a cup. And then I'm going to add the honey. I'm going to drizzle that over it. So like I said before, you can put as much honey on it as you want. You don't want to put too much honey because you don't want it too sweet. This is a little sweeter than a family normally liked it, but I like it kind of sweet. So just tossing it around. Make sure you get all the pieces covered. Shake it around a bit. And here is the finished product. All right, guys, there you have it. We got Brussels sprouts with balsamic vinegar glaze and honey. Get a look at that. And that look delicious. And you want to know why I got these chopsticks out. I really didn't feel like grabbing a fork, and these look really good. You got to get accustomed to eating with these sometimes, especially when you want to practice. For real, bro? My dog's got to make all kinds of noise, man. Anyway. I got my chopsticks. I'm gonna try some of these for science. You all know how we get down. We trying this out for science. Let's get a taste of it. Okay. So, if you don't want your Brussels sprouts to be really sweet, you can always cut back on the honey. These are really good. It's got some of that tanginess from the balsamic vinegar, the smokiness from that bacon, and the sweetness from that honey. So with that being said, guys, hey, that is it. So if you're new to the channel, we appreciate you for coming by. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications so that you'll know when I put out another video. Quarantine cuisine, guys. God bless to you all. This is BZ Cook signing out. Peace.